this coming Saturday. Next up on the call is Alabama State head football coach Reggie Barlow. Alabama State defeated Texas Southern 34-2 in Houston this past week. They'll play host to Prairie View at 1 p.m. Coach Barlow, good morning. Are you with us?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. If you will, just talk about last week's game and preview Week 8 with Prairie View.
Well, we had a game against Texas Southern there in Houston. It's that time of year SWAC play, so every game is important. And whenever you have to go on the road and compete against a team that's trying to find their way, it's going to be an experience and tough. But I commend our guys on staying focused and actually knowing what the coaches had coached them up to do, and we were able to go on the road and get a victory. Real happy and excited about that. This week we got Prairie View here in Montgomery, and Prairie View is a really good team. They're doing a lot of wonderful things. They're explosive on offense. Their special teams is good, and the guys are playing hard. They got a lot of playmakers. Starting with their quarterbacks, they played two guys there, Jerry and I think it's Smiley. But they are a really good team. Play really fast on offense and got a lot of weapons. So it'll be a big game for us. We really have to get ready to play against a really tough and exciting team. So we'll be looking forward to it.
All right, questions now for Alabama State head coach Reggie Barlow. Coach, you during the start of the season, you've kind of established your running game. This past weekend, you had a great effort from Daniel Duhart. How does it feel? Or can you let us know, how does it feel to have such a good balanced offense attack in this league?
Well, Coach Keiss and the offensive staff, they're doing a good job of in preparation and making sure our student athletes understand exactly what we want, and we're trying to keep it as simple as possible so we can go fast. We want to go fast, and we are blessed to have a quarterback that understands the system, and of course it always helps when you're able to run the ball, and with Isaiah and Malcolm, Cyrus, and Cross, and those other kids, they're running the ball hard, and that gives us an opportunity to do a couple of things there in the passing game as well.
Coach, 1 p.m. kickoff. Any concerns about getting a crowd into your stadium? I know this is your first game that's kicking off this early.
No, our fans are. We got this new stadium over here, so they'll be excited. Gives them opportunity to get up a little earlier, and typically in October, we typically play our home games a little bit earlier in the daytime. So, although it's the first 1:00 game this year, our fans are actually they acclimated to us playing those games in October. They know, okay, now we start playing them over earlier, and I would imagine it helps Prairie View out. I mean, will help them out also. I mean, having to come, here, and at least they'll be able to, get back home. So it'll work out for, I think, both teams and our fans.
Coach Barlow, I know against Alcorn, you guys ran the ball well, but struggled in the passing game. Seemed like you were able to clear those problems up. Was it just a matter of getting more reps in practice, or doing more routes versus air like you talked about last week? Just how you were able to clean that up so quickly?
Yeah, well, we did. RVAs, we call it, routes versus air. We actually added about a good 7 minutes or so where our receivers and quarterbacks are able to get that timing down, spending that together in their individual time. So, like I said, we believe in Duhart. We think he's a pinpoint passer. He understands the system, and there's just some things of repetitions, and of course the coaches made the adjustment and in practice, and we were able to Duhart was able to make some key throws this weekend, and Earl Lucas and Demario Bell and the rest of those guys actually made the catch. I don't think we had any drops this week, and so that was the key to all of it.
With the defense playing so well this year, how is that? How big of an impact has you guys, especially being able to stop teams from running the ball? How big of an impact has that had on you guys for this year? I know last year stop and run was a problem. This year, teams having minus 38 yards rushing and stuff like that. How much has that helped you guys this year?
Well, that was part of bringing Coach Ramsey here. We think the world of him and the defensive staff. They've done a really good job. Coach McNeil and coaching our defensive line and getting those guys understanding, we're going to be gap control and we're going to be combative and we're going to run to the ball. So it definitely helps us. It gives us an opportunity to get more opportunities offensively when we're getting people off the field. So. And then, of course, stopping people from running it, it's always a good thing. And like I said, Ramsey he's doing a good job of putting guys in position to make plays. And this is a playmaking business. The players have to make the plays. Of course, the coaches put them in position to do that. And Coach Ramsey's done a good job of that, and the defensive staff. So. They're putting them there, and the guys have bought into it, and they're running to the ball. So that's a positive for us.
What's the status for Tovar Allen and for Michael Showers for this week?
Well, Michael Showers actually was cleared to play this past game, and we just kind of held him off. Tovar, I sat in treatment with him all on yesterday, just trying to see where he's going to be at. But right now he would be doubtful, and we're hoping that he continue to get treatment, and by the end of the week, hopefully that'll change to probable.
Okay.
Do we have any more questions for Alabama State head football coach Reggie Barlow?
Did Coach Ramsey, during the course of the week, talk to the players, or either were the players aware that Coach Ramsey was the defensive coordinator at Texas Southern, and that he was going back to Texas Southern to face his old team from a year ago?
Yeah, our players know that. They didn't make a big deal. We didn't talk about it out loud. I think they might have said something about it. I think they wanted to play well for him, and they actually poured Kool-Aid or whatever it is on him after the game. But we didn't make a big deal about it. He didn't say anything. Of course, he knew a lot of the players that were still there from, when he was there. So he was able to give us a little insight on, the guys that played while he was there, and some of the strengths and stuff for those young men. But yeah, we're happy, of course, to be able to, how it is when you leave a place and not sure how he left, but he left, and it's always a blessing to be able to go back there and have a little success. So